You know what does suck? Disney Star Wars. Oh boy, does it suck.
Mhm.
So people have been complaining. The stands have been complaining that where's the Andor season 2 trailer? We're only a month away. Where is it? Me, me, me. Well, guess what? They dropped it today. I'm good. Samuel, you already said you haven't paid attention to stuff today. Devil, I asked you earlier. I haven't watched it yet. So guess what we're going to do now? We're going to react to
Mm.
it. I will say this. There's two things I want to say just because we're buying time till Devil gets back. One, I will give the show one piece of credit. They took it seriously when they made it. It didn't, even though a lot of it was bullshit, and I will stand by all my statements when I reviewed it, they took their time to make a real show, not Mandalorian volume crap.
Yeah,
They took
like
their
with a
time to turn.
plot and everything.
Yeah, I may think the plot is stupid. I may think all these characters are fanfic and dumb, and their motivations are retarded, and they are butchering the actual workings of how the Empire worked during this period of time, and making Mon Mothma a pathetic mommy drama bullshit crap and all that. But the show was put together well and shot well. I can be a big enough man to say that. But everything else about it was garbage and boring and poorly integrated, and it even has a problem with its own continuity because I've seen a lot of defend now. The Andor stands are out in force today with this trailer, and they're saying, "Oh man, Tony Gilroy, he's just doing his own thing. You can't judge this and that because he's admitted he's not going to follow the rules on Star Wars. He's do his thing." Well, as we start this trailer now, I do know because I did have it start on its own when I was loading it up, and also because I've heard some commentary today. The oops, no, that was the track that's going to be playing to do this, which is why we're going to be pausing it regularly to give commentary so I can argue fair use. It's a country music track or a country rock track.
What?
Honky tonka donka donk.
I don't know. We're gonna find out right now. So we have a
Honky
woman
Bronc
who.
Droid.
So as we start this, just right away, this is the opening frame. This woman is walking goddamn dogs.
Dear Christ.
Why do they have dogs?
They look like dogs. You can see they're
Yep.
fucking dogs.
Why do they have dogs? Is my question.
I don't know. This is Disney Star Wars at its finest, where they make fake looking aliens that are. I mean, yes, these dogs have makeup, but they're still basically fucking dogs.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, like they put some spikes and fucking tusks on a
Yeah.
dog pig thing to make targs in Star Trek, but it worked.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. I've seen parts of this without audio, so this is essentially my first reaction. Here we go. We're going to react to Andor season 2 trailer for the first time. Here we go. 1 minute 35 seconds. Let's see if we can survive this. I'm already done.
I mean,
1 second. He made it 1 second, folks.
I mean,
even Az made it longer than that, dude.
a guitar riff. If
That
John
sounded like the
Williams,
Spy Hunter soundtrack.
if John Williams was dead and may he continue to live because we love John Williams, he'd be turning in his grave right now.
This is probably why he's retired, by the way.
You know, he unretired.
Oh,
He unretired. He unretired at the end of last year. He unretired. He's gonna keep doing stuff. All right, goddamn fucking guitar. This is Disney Star Wars to the T. Let's make it modern, real world as much as possible. Goddamn. Okay, so right away we're watching Cassian as he's doing his rebellion work, or as we're hearing it, I believe they're gonna use the term revolution a lot.
I mean, well, of course, because it was written by commies. I'm assuming this is the back of his head we're looking at here because we haven't seen
this
his
is
face.
Cassian. On various missions. You got to remember, this season is taking place over several years, and every 3 episodes is a time skip as they lead up to Rogue One. And I'm going to tell you something when we're done with this, just to show you how much faith they have in this. Let's keep going.
We're in a war. You want to fight? Or you want to win?
Stop. More great dialogue.
That's right up there with like Man of Steel. You know, this only wins in one way. Either you die or I do. That's terrible.
Why? And what is this? A cornfield? I'm going to be hyper nitpicky.
Maybe it's
on these
castle.
frames.
If you build it, they will burn it down.
Well, they burned it down a long time ago. All right. You notice they have to claim hailed by critics everywhere. They have to get that in there.
It was certainly talked about by critics everywhere. Sure.
And ignored by audiences everywhere, except for a handful of people who say, oh, it's the best thing Disney Star Wars did. And I will remind people, it's still Disney Star Wars. All roads lead to Jake Skywalker. You cannot have a la carte. You can't just take this and say, oh, Andor was good. We can keep Andor. No, you can't. Because you still get Rogue One and it still leads to everything else. So it's all bullshit.
Last night a dream.
No.
What
shitty ass
ever-loving fuck is this? Like whose music is this?
I don't know. And I've already seen some particular stands out there going, you don't understand. You need to go listen and read the lyrics separate from the trailer because it has meaning.
I understand that it sounds like, a country music version of Jack White who sucked too.
Oh God. All right, let's I go back a second because we didn't comment on Saw Gerrera. We need more Saw Gerrera. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, that guy keeps popping up everywhere. And I like Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker's an outstanding actor. Forrest Whitaker's great. But this character is trash.
Aren't you playing Jedi Survivor right now?
Samuel? I am. Yeah, I'm on my my new game.
Yeah,
Plus
they force him in that. Yeah, they force him on you in that game, don't they?
He's mentioned like 3 times, and he's only shown like he's got a character, a profile in your things, but he's not actually in the goddamn game.
Was he in the first one? I think he was in the first one then.
Briefly, yeah.
He's briefly in the first one, and then this one when you're on doing the Wookiee missions on
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk, yeah. Shit. I think he's part of it too.
That is in the first one. Yeah.
That's first one.
Is it? I thought it was in the second one.
Nope. For second one, you don't go to any familiar places. They're all Disney Star Wars worlds except for Coruscant.
But here's the thing. In a show that a lot are going to claim first season and this season, oh, they're respecting the original trilogy so much. No, they're not. By forcing Disney Star Wars in it every second, this is not respecting the original trilogy. This is forcing Disney Star Wars characters in on shit. And no, their mommy drama on Mon Mothma is not Mon Mothma. It's mommy drama on Mon Mothma. It's not her. It's not the actual Star Wars character. Mommy drama on Mon Mothma.
Exciting.
All right, this will forever. It's like, I mean, Stellan Skarsgård wasted.
Yeah, he does not look healthy.
All I know is that in the first season, people rave about his character. No, his character is very simplistic, very unnuanced, and it felt like to me that Stellan Skarsgård was mailing it in.
At least I was.
It's what it felt like to me. And it's all this stuff. I was like, oh, these are the founders of the rebellion. No, you made up another character to be the founder of the rebellion. So shut up. The revolution starts. Okay, so there's his girlfriend from the first season, and now she's part of it with him. And now they're gonna do this.
Now.
All right, Ben Mendelsohn, great actor, but great director. Kranich is his name.
He was the guy in the beginning of Rogue One, wasn't he? The one who had
he's the one that was. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, again, Why is he wearing a cape? I don't know. That was a stupid thing in the movie. It's a stupid thing here. Tarkin oversaw the construction of the Death Star.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, yes. What's his name? Oh, I just forgot the actor's name. Played Tarkin. I just completely lost it.
It's Peter. Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head either.
Yeah, I
Very famous. Peter Cushing.
yeah,
He was a very famous
Cushing.
actor. Did a
Yes,
lot of
Roy
horror
Cushing.
movies back in the
Yeah,
60s and
worked with
70s.
Christopher Lee on a lot of stuff. Yeah,
A lot.
yeah, those
Yeah.
dudes were like friends. I mean, yes, Peter Cushing is dead. He cannot resume his role as Tarkin, but don't take away the character's agency.
Yeah. Tarkin's not dead at this time.
No,
Right?
he's not.
He doesn't die till the end of A New Hope.
He's the third most powerful man in the Empire after Palpatine and Vader. He's Grand Moff. He's essentially the head of the bureaucracy in a way.
He's actually a lot closer to on the same level as Darth Vader politically.
Well, I mean, he's the only. I mean, if you use New Hope as a reference, Tarkin's the only one Vader will listen to.
He's also
Other
the
than
only one
Palpatine.
who will tell Vader to knock it the fuck off too.
Yeah,
And the thing is, with nowadays with CGI and the stuff the way they is, they don't have to. Not that I'm saying they should use CGI. I hate when they overuse CGI, but they don't have to. A character that dies, an actor that dies, it doesn't mean you can't have them in at least visible in a movie.
Well, here's the thing. If at the end of Revenge of the Sith, when you see Tarkin on the bridge of the Star Destroyer with Palpatine and Vader, I just suddenly also forgot his name. That's a dude who played Scorpius in Farscape. They brought him in just to be the body for it. That guy is a fantastic character actor.
Yeah, just recast him.
Mm.
Just to bring him in.
Yeah,
That dude will
there's no
pull it
reason they
off.
can't recast the character. Obviously, Peter Cushing's not available.
But no, they
Yeah.
have to go with what they created in Rogue One. Again, no shots taken at Ben Mendelsohn, great actor, but they have to use their Disney Star Wars character. That's what they have to do. And we have to see the construction of the Death Star from his perspective. I mean, and he has to be a character in this. And this is also, again, the failure of this kind of show. It's a zero stakes show. Even if you include, because it's Disney Star Wars and Disney movie, we know exactly where this all ends. Why does anybody with a brain care about this? You're not getting any real Star Wars lore out of this. It's all Disney Star Wars. So the people again who say, oh, it's like one of the best things Disney does. We can accept this. It's fine. No, it is still Disney Star Wars. All roads lead to Jake Skywalker. Let's keep going.
What a swell party this is.
I don't care what he said. Doesn't matter. Oh, look, it's the prototype X-Wings, guys. It's the prestige drama. Oh, yeah, fuck you, Rolling Stone. We know what you're worth after what you did today. We know exactly what you're worth, trying to pick apart Thriller, the album. F you. The prestige
Did
drama.
they? I didn't see that either. I haven't followed Rolling Stone in like
I just saw the tweets. I saw the tweets. They tried to get attention today by saying the last track on Thriller is what keeps it from being one of the greatest albums of all time.
Fuck off. It is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Keeps it from being fuck you.
Exactly. Prototype X-Wings. Fuck you.
Oh God.
This is like commie bullshit. The revolution starts now. And people were quoting this online. This isn't a revolution. It's a rebellion.
Yeah.
A fucking revolution.
Yeah, see, a revolution. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, there is a distinction there.
Yeah.
They're trying to use the word. We know why they're trying to use the word.
Well, yeah, because they're commie goddamn Marxists. That's what.
Yeah.
All right.
And it further distances themselves from George Lucas, who said rebellion.
Rebellion.
Yeah.
Because what did they do in the sequel trilogy? Resistance. Resistance. That is the second or third time they've had to say critically acclaimed. They're working
Is
hard
that a
now.
prototype TIE interceptor?
Yes, it is. It's a better look at it. You're gonna get okay. Here's Mommy Drama and
But
Mon Mothma at a dance party. This just screams Star Wars, doesn't it? Just screams Star Wars. Waiting
oh,
for
good,
it.
more of those assholes.
And just pausing for transformative purposes.
Oh, look, it's Tobey Maguire.
Actually, this guy's actually a very good actor because he was in Poldark. He's a good actor, good British actor, but they don't utilize him well in this.
Yeah, this whole thing looks
There it
like a
is.
Marxist revolution.
There it is.
That's the fucking wingspan isn't even right on that. Jesus
I know.
Christ, it's not.
And everybody with a brain knows that Vader's personal TIE fighter was the prototype for the TIE Interceptor.
Yeah.
I mean, so these are idiots who are just, this is jingly keys. I guarantee every goddamn stand out there is like, look, TIE Interceptor prototype, TIE Interceptor prototype.
Yeah, this shouldn't exist until after fucking A New Hope, man.
Yeah. And it's like Cassian's probably in the cockpit shooting shit up.
Remember this moment. You're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
What?
Saul needs a haircut.
Well, I'm just saying. Again, Forrest Whitaker, great actor. That was shit.
Yeah.
That was shit.
That was like Battlefield Earth shit.
Which he was in. Which is why
that's why I mentioned it.
Don't insult that masterpiece.
Shut up.
This okay. Okay. Well, he's going to James Bond it here. Oh, F you, dude. You are about the most uninteresting actor and person ever. Your character's uninteresting. You're uninteresting. You have no range, and let's be honest, no one can understand what you're saying half the time.
What's
It
up
doesn't
with
matter if he's got range or not because they're not writing him anything to work with.
So go ahead, Devil. Go ahead.
His long hair slicked back. It looks like some redneck fucking trying to get ready for his wedding. It's just
Pompadour. Got the pompadour.
I think it's supposed to look like Johnny Cash in that shot, actually.
Okay, so this comes out, says right there, April 22nd. We have literally a little under a month. I am on the record that I don't want, even though I reviewed Disney Star Wars, and this thing is a special thing where I kind of don't want to touch it. I'm going to need convincing.
It wants to touch you.
No, it sounds like no, I'm not going to do that. But at the same time, now, last time they had that 3-episode premiere, which is what they all do. All the streamers do this because they want to get those million to billion minutes viewed bullshit. All right. You guys want to know what the release schedule is for this show after the 3-episode premiere? You want to know?
Sure.
I'm going to tell you. It has been revealed that the 12 episodes, they're going to release 3 episodes every week.
And you said there's a time skip every 3 episodes.
Yep.
So they're essentially breaking this apart into like what, 4? How many episodes total?
12. There's 12 episodes. So
4 movies essentially.
And they and what they could have done is 4 weeks, 3 episodes per week. To me, this shows no faith in this. Because if you had something powerful that people are going to want to talk about, you'd stretch this thing over, take away the first 3, you'd have another 9 weeks of discussion around your show. Instead, you're going to pump and dump this thing in a month. By the end of May, this thing is over. And think about the problem you have then. There are no more Disney Star Wars projects the rest of the year. None. They got nothing till next year with Mando and Grogu. They haven't even started shooting Ahsoka season 2 yet. There's Star Wars Celebration in Japan this summer, but that's just a lot of circle jerking weirdos out there. That's for the stands. Real fans don't go to that shit anymore, especially not in Japan. You realize how expensive a trip is for that? to go to Japan. It's not
I don't
cheap.
know. I can't afford it.
Yeah, well, exactly. Japan ain't cheap. So this is not good. And well, you could understand this is the perfect release strategy worked for me. Um, this is the instant gratification for people who need the batch and for the stands, because the stands are going to talk about it. It's going to be talked about for literally a month, and then like the first season, poof. And let me get you this: how many do you think anybody's going to watch this? Do you think anybody's lining up aside from the stands to watch this?
I think you got the stands, and then you've got people who are going to watch it to, shit on it in the reviews in our circle, and that's going to be about it.
I think it's going to do better than like Ahsoka did and the Acolyte, but I still
Everything.
don't think they're gonna.
You could piss on a window and do better than the Acolyte. I mean, come on.
But yeah, I don't think it's gonna do massive numbers. I don't think it's gonna. It's definitely not gonna be something that saves their asses from the failures they've been having so far with it.
Mhm.
That's for sure.
I mean, listen, Skeleton Crew was a spectacular failure. Didn't even rate once on the Nielsen's. We know what Acolyte was. The High Republic is just a disaster. Nobody reads it. Nobody wants it. Nobody cares about it. And they've even lost people, the stands, even lost the stands when it comes to Mando Grogu. They've lost them on that. And let's be honest, Ahsoka ain't a winner either. So what we just saw here is more Disney Star Wars jangly key shit. There's no substance to this show. It's nothing. It's about characters.
No, this is filler.
Yeah, you know every single one of their fates in Disney Star Wars, because there's only one lore Star Wars character in this, and that's Mon Mothma, and they have destroyed her character in this. None of these other characters are Star Wars lore characters. Real George Lucas lore. George Lucas connected lore. Because I'm gonna wonder. You think they'll sneak a Vader cameo in on this?
Oh,
Possible.
they might. Yeah.
Roll out Hayden in some armor. Because
Yeah, they
Hayden
might.
stuff, and I have no gripe with that. Hayden, make your money, dude. You're a good dude. Make your money. Get that Disney paycheck. You're fine with that. But I think towards the end they'll seek a Vader cameo in on this as as it gets closer to the Rogue One to tie in to the only thing that people ever remember about that boring ass movie. Andor season 2.
Again, I gotta say, I actually do enjoy Rogue One but I don't look at it as a Star Wars movie at all. I look at it as a pretty decent war movie.
Mm. Well, I said this when I was reviewing season 1. I say this about just about any of this shit. If you, especially Andor especially, if you take out every single Star Wars element and generic it up, would you put something else in there that isn't Star Wars, it still works.
Mhm.
If they had just made this as a non-Star Wars product, it would be an average to mid-level show that would probably be enjoyable for a single watch, because you're not actually trying to overthink it and force the square peg into a round hole like they are with this.
Yeah. Well, I think the same thing could be said of Rogue One. If you took all of the Star Wars elements out, the movie still works.
And that's my point, which is why it's the same thing for Andor. You take everything that Star Wars out of these things, they still work. That means it's not Star Wars.
Yeah,
It isn't
it's
Star
just
Wars.
bad freaking sci-fi.
It's mid to bad average science fiction. That
Right,
is
but then
easily forgotten.
but then you got shit like Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett. If you take all the Star Wars shit out of that, it completely fucking falls apart. But it's still with Star Wars in it.
Well, that's my point. That's why I reserve that statement always for Andor and Rogue One. Now that you can add that into it too. That's why I reserve that statement for this. You take out the Star Wars elements, it still works. The other ones are so filled with jangly key Star Wars crap. And I say crap because it's like the worst kind of Star Wars jangly key crap. Then they fall apart because then they don't make any sense. But these shows, these 2 seasons and that, they would still make sense. They would still make all the sense in the world. And that's why it's not Star Wars. Andor season 2, I predict will be about as received as Andor season 1 was. Those who love it will love it. They'll pretend it's the greatest thing Disney has done for Star Wars. They'll lament that they haven't done more with it. And then it will be promptly forgotten as soon as it's over, because it is still, in the end, Disney Star Wars.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.